Don't worry, there will be more reviews on this. This is not going to be the final Star Wars review. I got The Force Awakens to do, so this is not going to be the final review, and I could review any other movie after that. I could review Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith, but we're just going to focus on this movie, and this is just the last one in the original trilogy to review. So it's back and it's Star Wars. So anyways, let's just get into this review. As the third installment in Star Wars, well, not technically in the series, like as the order goes, it's the 6th movie, but the third installment of Star Wars and the final movie in the original trilogy, it's not as good as the other ones, but it's still good. It's still fun to watch. There's a lot of great action scenes. There's a lot of other good scenes. There's a few deaths, of course, and there's, of course, a lot that makes it really good. Of course, you got all the reoccurring characters like Han Solo, Chewie, you got Princess Leia, you got Luke Skywalker, all the original stars, and all the original cast that made it great. That's pretty much it. Boba Fett, Yoda, you got pretty much every single character you can think of from Star Wars. Not exactly, though. Well, the ones that come to mind, at least. And it looks very nice. It looks as nice as it did earlier and originally before. And as it did as movies, I think it did really well. However, despite it doing well, it has problems. This one has more problems than the original ones. Some of the scenes feel overly cartoony for what they are. And I'm just going to say this once, that some of the scenes that they use an overuse of CGI. They feel very cartoony at times. All the creatures, maybe it's a little bit too overwhelming for Star Wars. That's all I'll try to say as of this review. Some of the designs feel very overwhelming, and also the storyline doesn't feel like it isn't quite as good. That's all I'll say. They probably focus a bit too much on death, which I won't spoil, but there are a few changes to this one that make it pretty good. Like, so far, you got a Leia. Leia's dressed differently. Luke's got a different outfit on. Things are different in this episode. And also, did I forget about those furry things in the movie? They're called Ewoks. They're the new characters. The Ewoks are pretty cool. They're like these very cute creatures. They're very nice. I like them personally. Also, as I'm gonna say, I like also Jabba the Hutt, but he also did make Princess Leia wear a bikini outfit, as you see right here. Hopefully that's not inappropriate, just so you don't question her clothing, but there's Jabba the Hutt and the Ewoks. They are both really nice, really known characters. Return of the Jedi is not the best, definitely not the best Star Wars movie, but it does end up being a pretty good experience. So overall, I think you should watch the first two, maybe do a little bit on Return of the Jedi, because some things can be a little overwhelming in the movie, and I feel like it's a little bit cartoony at times. So anyways, Return of the Jedi, what am I going to give the final installment of Star Wars? Being more honest and not overly fanboy, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. It is definitely not the best, definitely not the worst movie in the Star Wars, but it definitely is not as good as the originals. The original two. So anyways, that's the end of this review here. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you later. Bye!